Personality. So, according to Floyd, personality includes external appearance, behavior, inner awareness of self as a permanent organizing force, and the particular pattern or organization of measurable traits, both inner and outer. According to Fred, personality means how a person affects others and how he understands and views himself, as well as the pattern of inner and outer measurable traits and the personal situation interaction, right? So both the definitions, if we sum up and say it in easy word, is that personality is sum total of internal and external characteristics of a person. What are external characteristics or traits of a person? How is his appearance, right? His appearance, his in you can say his body language, how he walks, how he talks, these are all the external appearances, right? External traits. Whereas the internal traits includes his mental abilities, his intelligence level, his personality, his attitude, his behavior, his opinions. These all comes under the inner measurable traits or inner characteristics, right? So personality is sum total of external and internal characteristics, right? Generally तुमने personality word you have heard so many times, right? So you say that this personality is that personality is that. So personality is the word which you have encountered so many times, but in psychology it means the sum total of physical as well as mental traits of a person, right? So what is the importance of personality? Can anybody tell me? The personality of a person has an impact. If the personality of a leader is very strong, he is very you can say very enthusiastic and very transformational in his sense. His personality is very uh, jolly as well as very charming in the sense he will attract more followers and more people will try to uh, obey him, become his follower, right? Whereas if the personality is kind of normal and mediocre, the chances of getting more followers and people or subordinates are happy with him, chances are lesser, right? First let's understand what are the determinants of personality, how personality forms, personality kaise banti hai, right? So the external traits of personality are basically due to the heredity, how you look, what is your facial um, expression, you can say your features of your face, your hairstyle, your height, your weight, your physical structure, these are all dependent on heredity, right? You have little control over them. You can transform your body up to a certain limit, but majority of the things related to the physical traits is due to the heredity, right? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Then is the brain. So if you know, brain is the source of intelligence. Your IQ, intelligent quotient, is dependent on your brain. So there were researches which shows that the more the if you have seen the structure of the brain, it has certain uh, kind of overlapping things over it, right? It is a kind of a structure of a kind of you can say walnut kind of a structure, and more the curves it has, the more curves it has, according to the scientists, the more intelligent a person is, right? So if you talk about Einstein or Newton, they were having very high IQ level, right? So the IQ of a person, intelligent quotient of a person is, or intelligence or rational thinking, his decision making skills are dependent on the brain itself, and brain is also dependent on the heredity. Due to the heredity you are getting certain kind of brain, na? Right? And brain is responsible for your intelligence and emotional context, more of the things, right? Physical features, your how you look, your height, your body structure, they are all physical features, they are also due to the heredity, right? Is the first 3 point clear?
Yes, sir.
Now next is the emotional makeup. Now we are talking about, we have completed the physical aspects or the physical traits of the personality. Now we are coming towards the internal traits or internal you can say characteristics of personality, which includes the emotional makeup or temperament. Emotions, we mean by emotions is the emotions of sorrow, joy, happiness, anger. These are all emotions. So how much a people have control over his emotions? Some are very emotional in nature, they have no control over the emotions. Some are very emotionally stable. Nowadays in corporates we see EQ as well, which is emotional quotient, right? If we have to see whether the temperament of a person is under control or not, if that person is suitable for a job like say HR or the job of a say a customer care department. Can a customer care representative lose his temper easily? Is it good for his kind of job? So many customers interact, and if he loses his temperament, it will lead to negativity for the organization, for the brand, right? So more and more customers will get dissatisfied if that temperament is not right. So these are the internal traits of a personality, right? Interest is the hobbies and the attention you pay to, right? These are the interest areas. Like some people have interest in say bodybuilding, so they will try to they have certain ideal person or some role model which they try to become like, right? Automatically due to their interest they try to modify their behavior and modify their personality, modify their physical structure in that sense. So interest also plays important role. If you have interest in sports, automatically your physical structure will be different. You will develop more strength and all, right? Motives are the desires, your desires in the life, what you want to achieve. If some persons are very their motives are very high, they are very ambitious, they want to become very very successful, right? So due to that you can say desire, their actions and their personality completely changes, right? Family factors, as I have told you, that personality is more of the personality is developed at the early stage of life in the childhood. So how your family, immediate contact is your family, parents, grandparents, other relatives, siblings, their uh, their behavior with the child has an impact on his development of his personality. We are talking about the internal traits of personality, the psychological traits of the personality, social factors, your friends, your society in which you interact, your job, your colleges. These are having an impact on your development of your personality, right? Internal personalities or external personalities. That's why we say na in that choose your company wisely. Parents say na, be in the good company, because of the reason the company or the you can say the s- the whom you socialize with has an impact on your personality and psychological nature. Then is the environmental or situational factors. These are the situations you have faced. Some people have very bad situations in their life, and due to that their personality changes. Somewhere or the another they were very polite and very joyful, but now they are more serious and more introvert because of the situations they have faced. So these were the determinants of the personality. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, there are various traits of personality. Like authors have defined various types of traits. Like one of the famous is 16 traits, which are reserved kind of personality, outgoing kind of personality, less intelligent, more intelligent, affected by feeling, emotionally stable, serious, happy-go-lucky, tough-minded, sensitive, right? So these are the some of the personalities which you can write as an example, right? But the most common type of question, the most you can say important bifurcation of personalities were done by the which are known as the big five personality traits. So these are, the authors have divided the entire personalities into five major heads, First is consciousness. Consciousness kind of personalities are the dependable, hardworking, organized, self-disciplined, persistent, and responsible in nature. And the reverse to it will be someone who is very undisciplined, unorganized, and irresponsible. Right. Then there are some personalities which are emotionally stable. They are calm, secure, happy, unworried. And there are some personalities which are emotionally unstable. So we have divided it into five major factors. When you reverse them, so five is more created. So in total, you can have a 10 of the things. So so we are seeing the one side, and you can also explain the other side as well, the opposite of it, right? Then is the agreeable personality. Agreeable, as the word suggests, these personalities are very cooperative in nature. They agree with everyone. They are very negotiative in nature, caring, warm, trustworthy. Whereas non-agreeable personalities are those who do not cooperate with others. Non-agreeable personalities are not good in certain jobs like in HR and all. If they are not cooperative with the other employees or other subordinates, it might lead to conflicts, right? Then extroversion or extroverts, these are social personalities, outgoing, talkative, right? And they are more suitable for the jobs like the sales job, or some jobs which require them to be more social, talkative, right? The reverse to extroversion is the introverts, which are more into themselves. They are more less talkative. They are into themselves, and they are more serious in nature, right? So each personality is, no personality is good or bad. Each personality has its own benefits. Like introverts are suitable for the intellectual jobs, right? Whereas extroverts are suitable for the outgoing jobs like sales job, right? Then openness to experience personalities are those who are very flexible in nature. They can change easily. They're cultured, creative, flexible, imaginative, right? They can be easily shifted from one job to another. They will not resist. But there are personalities which are not open to experience. They are very resistive. If you change their seat in your organization, they will start revolting, right? So is the big five personality traits clear to you? So these are all parts of the personality. Personality, only one question you will get from personality, you can write these things. Is the big five personality traits clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, now last part of the personality is the how will you use this personality uh, topic from psychology into your management. First is, as a manager, your role is to match the job with the personality. As I have told you, those who are extrovert, they are suitable for the sales job, whereas those who are introvert are suitable for some kind of intellectual job, right? Admin jobs or something. So you are matching the type of personality with the type of job you have, right? Another way is you are designing the motivation system. Different people are motivated, different personalities are motivated by different kinds of motivation techniques. Like for example, some ambitious personality who is very hardworking and try to achieve something good in his or her life, their ambition is very high. They will be motivated more by the promotions and the recognition and all, rather than any monetary reward, right? So each personality requires a different kind of motivation system, right? Someone who is introvert will not like public acknowledgement and public rewards, because he is introvert and he will not like anything to be done publicly, right? Whereas for an extrovert, you need to give them more recognition, right? In the similar way, you will design the controlling system according to the personalities. How will you control or monitor the subordinates, right? If they are to be monitored in a if the personality is, say, very ambitious or extrovert, they need not to be monitored all the time. They might feel kind of depressed or kind of bad when they are monitored so many times. So you have to derive the controlling mechanism as well according to the personalities, right? So these are the implications of the personalities. How will you implement them in the organization?